Sul fellow Simmers. So the Sims team came out with a new update for The Sims 4 today. We're going to cover what this patch addresses and fixes, and what known issues weren't addressed or fixed with this new patch update. On X, the Sims Direct Communications team states that today's update addresses recent top community concerns, including bug fixes and significant reductions to ailment frequency in Enchanted by Nature. Plus, see info for any console players having gallery access or event reward issues. This update covers issues for PC, Mac, and console. You can see the patch notes in full detail on my website listed in the description of this video. So let's talk about the Ailments and Balance system for a minute. Unless you've been living under a rock, don't really play with the Enchanted by Nature pack, or just happen to be one of the lucky few that didn't get these issues, then you've probably heard about the ailments and how many simmers like myself have been having a hard time enjoying gameplay because the ailments have been happening way too frequently in-game. Last week I played a whole in-game week in my save, I think with like 7 or 8 different sims, and each one of them experienced an ailment at some point during that week. Some even came down with several ailments during the week, and the only solution was to turn off the balance system, which would turn off ailments, but that also disabled the entire balance system as well, so that wasn't the best solution if you enjoy playing with the new balance system. But this patch should address a lot of the issues we were having with ailments. The frequency of how often your sim gets ailments has been reduced by up to 75%. They've made improvements to the causes of ailments, contagions, and imbalance to help balance the frequency of ailments. They've reduced how contagious ailments work. Sims will contract ailments about every 3 days on average, where it used to be 1 day on average. So basically your sims would get them every day like mine. They've adjusted the extremes of balance to allow for extreme emotions to still have an impact, but less of an impact on the frequency of ailments. If your sim lives in a big household or plays as a naturopath, ailments will happen about 40 to 50% less often now. Ailments are less contagious between household sims and public toilets now. And the Sims team also addressed the issue with fairy wings. So the issue with fairy wings not showing up at certain times during certain animations has been addressed. Simmers are not experiencing glitches in games when fairy wings aren't present during certain animations, because not all animations were coded to include fairy wings. So this is by design, it's not a bug, it's just by design. According to the Sims team, they included over 360 positions and interactions surrounding fairy wings, but chose not to include all positions and interactions. Some of the examples given for activities where fairy wings shouldn't be present by design include lying down, riding a horse, and sitting. The main reason these activities were excluded was concern over clipping and animation disruptions. I can kind of understand maybe the sitting if you're in like a chair or something, and the lying down, but the riding the horse one kind of gets me, because I'm pretty sure there's animations for riding bikes, so I don't know why that couldn't have transitioned to the horses, but I guess they had their reasons. So the next issue the Sims 4 team addressed was that they investigated some reports that console players submitted about not being able to access the Sims 4 gallery. Some console players also reported not being able to claim rewards or participate in the current Nature's Calling event. If you play on console and get the online connection is required prompt, or you only see the library on the main menu, this is probably the bug you are experiencing. They are aware of the bug. It has to do with the user agreement pop-up. Apparently there's some issue with that, and they don't currently have a fix, but they do have a workaround. And to get connected back to the Sims 4 gallery and participate in the Nature's Calling event, the workaround is to start your game, go to Game Options, select Other, select the Link EA Account button, which should bring you to the user agreement. If you accept the user agreement and select Confirm, then you should be able to restart your game and the issue should be fixed. If the issue still exists, then it's probably some other underlying issue that you're dealing with and not the patch issue that they addressed. Other bug fixes they mentioned for Enchanted by Nature include the balance system is more balanced. The naturopath career now gets a day off for holidays if you own the Seasons expansion pack. Sponge bath in bathroom and bathe in water now clean Sims who have been singed by a fire. A base game fix that they addressed was during a limited time event such as the Nature's Calling event, Sims would leave from work or school and go home when other household members would travel or join a career. They have addressed that supposedly, but I think I saw someone earlier that did update the patch and still had Sims coming home when other Sims was traveling, so I haven't tested it myself, so I can't confirm if that's fixed or not, but give it a try and let me know in the comments whether it works for you. The Sims team also addressed an issue with the Werewolves pack where color options for werewolf noses weren't present in casts. Now those should be present again. And the last issue the Sims team addressed was a multi-pack issue where Get to Work aliens and other Sims wearing outfits from DLC packs were having the pitch black appearance or invisible bodies when played in a game where you didn't own the packs or have the packs installed. That should no longer be an issue. And there you have it, fellow Simmers. That's the patch notes that the Sims team put out today for all the fixes. Hope you enjoyed this video and catch me in the next one.